All right, so since I'm already over in this section, I want to try and see if we can grab some more pink ribbon eels. Which is really exciting. And see what goodies we can have come from them. Oh, you typed it with that voice in mind, did you? Did you? The hidden letter is either, I know. It's so difficult. Y'all are legends. I can't do it. Good. It is time. Croaker McBoatman. I want to ride it. I really did do a spit take. I see some fish, but I don't know if it's pink. Show me. Nope. Show me. No. We go back. Sleepy brain is feral. That's fair. I feel like I'm always feral. Golden, thank you for that clip too. Oh my god. Well, now y'all are in trouble because I've had sugar. Are those just thingy bobs? I don't think I can get over there. Am I gonna drown? I need these for my boy. Oh, I'm absolutely gonna drown if I go that way. Right? Maybe this water isn't that deep. That's why we love it here. The feralness. Are you sure it's not because of the mental illness? Are we positive? Chat, you could lie to me if you really wanted to. Okay? All right? Momo has warned me about the water and about the time. He'll be like, Nikki, we stayed up all night. Look, it's morning. Mind your business. I already have a clock. I don't need you to be the clock for us. I know what I'm doing. Oh, it's great. Cassie, we've been having so much fun with it. Is that first one pink? No. Should probably get my map out, huh? I love traveling. Nobody asked you. I thought, yeah, it did look pink. Am I just, okay, so genuine question. Is it not the fact that they're not spawning, but that I am maybe not seeing them correctly? Can we, there. Yes, jump off. There should be one over here someplace. Right there. Pink? Blue, blue, blue. Scattered, enjoy your nap, sweetheart. If we don't see you again, Happy New Year. We'll see you on Thursday. Y'all said there was a pink bubble? All right, well, I've already committed to going down here. So I'll teleport back if that's the case. Oh, I found something last night. I want to put it in the Infinity Nikki Discord for us. It's a guide for the warp spires. I also found a guide for all of the stars. And again, if you zoom in, you can see the stars yourself. But I found a guide for the stars and a guide for the things you have to give to the dragon. The things. The things that I'm hiding right now. Nope. Where's my camera? The blue things with the stars in them. You gotta purify. You know what I'm talking about, right? I found maps for them. If anybody wants that, I'll put it in the Discord later. Dew of Inspiration, thank you. Oh, that one's definitely pink. I see her right there. I see her. I see her. Yeah, a snack for our kilo boy.
Wow, what a haul. Click.
Look, yeah, that's the one that I was using. Is it from Game X or something? That's the one that I was using last night. I unlocked all of the remaining warp spires that I needed. I was only shy of like 1 or 2 in Flora Wish and Breezy Meadow. Not all of them, but the areas that I've already unlocked.
I caught it. I'm getting really good. With me cheering you
and I got
on,
one in
nothing's a challenge
Stoneville
for
that I
you.
needed. Cool. We got one. So I'll double back around and get the second one on the other area then. Hi, Sarah. Welcome back. How are you doing? I also didn't realize up until yesterday that it can show you how many dues of inspiration you are accumulating and if you need to go back to see the good boy again.
Momo, we
Yeah, we got it.
Momo.
Woo, medication time, let's go! Hello, sir. Anything out in these waters? Nope. There's supposed to be one over by the gazebo. Well, it's weird, isn't it? I think my huge problem is that my graphics are so good that I can't see stuff. Oh, that's definitely one. How am I supposed to get to that? Don't drown. You. What did I say? Swim, goddammit! Is there a way that I can easily cross this channel? Why am I doing that? It's so wide. It's so big. How do I get here? Well. I have to go back anyway. Steph, hello! How you doing, honey? Happy New Year's Eve! Oh my god, Schnupp, yeah. You don't have a surgery date yet? Are you on like a waiting list? 2 shots yesterday? Oh no! I'm glad you're protected now though. Oh, from Map Genie. Okay. Oh, it's raining. We have to do another day. Remember, it can only be at night, but also it needs to be a clear sky so that the meteors are shooting across the sky. Clear sky, show me a meteor. 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 So where was the one that I was trying to look for before? It wasn't out on the boat, right? It was these little guys over here. I think it is pink. Oh, no. Why? Y'all not remember that Vine or TikTok or something? Where somebody was asking God for like meteor dinosaurs, and instead God was like, oh, you mean send a meteor for the dinosaurs? No? Nobody? Lives in my head rent free. Same as her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? The Wicked Witch of the East, Doug. Yeah, meteor and meteor. Pink lemonade, I want some. Yeah? Talk about it like once a week. You got to. These were the prime days.
What's this? It's even shinier than barbecue.
All right. That's enough, Momo. I appreciate your support, but like, at a certain point, you gotta shut your yapper. She came down in a bubble, Doug. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? I'm wrong? Grow up. Where? Do you ever work? Where are you? I'm so happy that they don't really, like, count days in the game, because you can just change it to any time that y'all want. And from a standpoint of somebody that really does have bad eyesight, sometimes the dark is, like, it's too dark in this game, you know? So I like keeping it daytime for me. Well, this is really cool. Yes, I do. Give me prize. Okay, what did you give me? Shining particles. I want diamonds again. Don't be mean to our baby. Momo? All right. Ooh. 55,000 bling. I'll keep my yappers shut. I promise. I don't think I can do any banner pulls right now. Oh, I can. I can do one. I'm one resonite crystal off for this one. We can do one banner pull. Can I get some ones in the chat for manifesting of a 5-star piece? I would like the dress, because I just picked that for my Ocean's Blessing. We ready? Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Did I see a rainbow? Rainbow! You're a sweet drizzle. Is that my baby boy? Hi, Kubi! Everybody, you want to see Kubi? Kubu! Kubi! Kubu, no, you don't take Snoopy. Kubi! Hold on. Kubi! Kubi! Can you try and have him sit on this side so chat can see him? Okay. You want to see Kubi? Hi, boyo! Charlotte's here too, but she's kind of afraid of Kubu. Hi, sweet boy! We got some puppy treats here for both babies. We're going to try and get them both on camera as a New Year's Eve present to chat. Oh, where'd you go? Oh. Kip just took the treat and left. Hi, Cass, welcome! How are you doing? Happy New Year's Eve. Nice to meet you. Both puppies. You can bring Charlotte in first. Try and plop her as close to the... We can see her head. Where's Kubu? Kubu! Good girl. That's a good girl. Did you see her go? This is like wrangling hamsters in here right now. Did you see? Ow. All right, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna bring Kubu back after. Kubu's got to do a poopy. Oh, Lavender, hi! A little shark coming up to eat treats. That's what she is. She is my little fuzzy land shark. Okay, chat. We're gonna see what we got. Are we ready? Earrings? Take it, but I'm not happy about it. At least I've got 2 out of the 10 pieces now. But, like, I'm not happy about it, you know? Oh, I got the 4-star shoes! I've got practically half of the Starfall Radiums. I did. I had such insane luck yesterday. No, you're right. You're right. You're so right. Oh, I've got some more deep echoes. What else do we have? Oh, is that the blush? Already got that. Yeah, we'll do the blush. Pretty! Makes a change when I'm right. Yeah. Oh, I want to see this. What did it look like on y'all's camera to see little baby Charlotte? Like, oh, just the top of her head. She was trying so hard to jump up for it. Oh my god, I love her. Golden, thank you. Thank you. Silver, yeah. We're just hanging out. We'll probably be live for like until 6. Like 2.5 more hours. Kubi, you want to come in? Kubi! Oh. Just, yeah, that's fine. Can you grab me a treat and I'll... Oh. Kubo, sit down. Kubo, you're hiding.
Hiding behind.
Yeah. Kubo, Kubo, sit down. Here we go. Good boy. Good boy. You'll never get to see Kubu. I do, in fact, have 2 dogs. Kubu stays upstairs with Kip for the workday, and Charlotte hangs out in here with us.
Charlotte is next Tuesday.
Yeah, they don't get along. Unless there's treats involved, but then it's just temporary. Bye, puppy. Charlotte's underneath my legs right now. Hi. Are you hiding? Oh. Oh, everybody says hi to you too, by the way. Oh. I know, it's so funny going between like a dog that has a tail and a dog that doesn't. Charlotte has got a little nub, but she's basically got like a corgi butt. And Kubo has this huge tail that seems to always whack me in the face. You upset? Charlotte is upset right now. Are you behind me? No. Thought she was under the tree again. Oh, Moonwitch, they are such good babies. You should. Not to convince you otherwise, but like you should. You know? You know? Did they sell fish here? Yeah, I got that, but like, can I not buy anything from you? Oh, okay. Apparently my money's not good enough here. It was how she was born. Some Australian shepherds, I've seen it 3 different ways. I've seen them with tails, I've seen them born with none, and I've seen them docked. She was not docked, thank God. But yeah, no, she doesn't have a tail. She's got like a little nub. She kind of twerks when she's happy. Her butt is just like going wild. But no official tail. House first. Yeah, yeah. You want a good living area for them. I get it. I get it. Okay. Forest perspective. Oh, yes, this one. We're going to do a couple of side quests today because I need to work on stuff. And where is that? By this bridge. Maybe you can help me with this one, chat. So this is another forest perspective, but it doesn't make sense to me. I don't see it. I'm supposed to be lighting up 2 torches on this bridge. Let me read it to you. Take a photo of lighting up both sides of the bridge. And it has to be at night. How to light the bridge up. Oh, I'm gonna get there first and then I'm gonna change it to night. Yeah, she's got the corgi butt wiggle. This is also why I have to really be diligent about taking her for grooming every 5 to 6 weeks. Because unfortunately, if not, her butt gets very poopy. Because of how much fur surrounds her butthole. This is a great conversation to have. Compared to Kubu. So. You're updating, you're gonna play it? Nice! Hey, Chris, have you played the new... Oh, this! This! I got it! It's supposed to be this. Like that, right? Is that not it? I don't have the square, but I feel like that would be it. Is it not? Light up both sides of the bridge. Maybe I need to angle that better. And I feel like I'm in the dirt. Maybe that's not it. Able to restart it? What's up, Cass? Put the camera on default? The camera on default. What do you mean by that? I don't know what that means. On default? R? Confirm? Ah, thank you. Oh, you are magnificent. Thank you so much. I didn't even know that was a thing. Cool. Thank you so much, Cass. Legend behavior. Where am I supposed to go for this? What was the man? Oh, he's over here. Hello. Yo, you're back. How did it go? I'll show you how it went. Oh, a golden? A bird in a cage? That was so awful because the squares weren't coming up. And I was convinced, obviously, like this was the only thing it could be. Thank you so much. Amazing. We can find the fragrance next in the cavern. Ooh, a cavern. Chat, we're going to a cavern. Where's the cavern? Oh, all the way back there. Bet there's more hidden stars around there, too. Yeah, the bird in a cage quest. Actually, that one, it was tough, but not super tough for me. What, the jail one, it wasn't matching up correctly. I don't know what happened there, but it was just not doing its job. You're a cavern! How dare you, Almighty. Any stars around here? I don't think I've been back this way yet. Did we play this mini game? What up? What game is this? Oh no! No, 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 no. I understand the rules completely. I will not be playing, thank you. Chad, do you remember when I tried to ride the Whimsicycle and I drove us straight up into a tree? Do you remember that? I have not driven one since. I'm not starting now. It's not going to be a New Year's resolution for me. You've been corrupted by cat. Haven't we all? Haven't we all? Oh my god. Crafty, see you soon. Happy New Year. We'll see you later in the week. Be good and stay safe. The bike? I can't drive it for the fucking life of me. The controls are terrible. They're like if molasses got on a controller. Right? How do I? This wall looks like it's breakable, but I don't have anything to hit it with. Ooh, there's lots of little cavern edges. Hello. Oh, sorry. Are you living here? It's my home now, bitch. Go up the hill in the cave. Is there anything else over here on this side? Oh, yeah, we got some more stuff for Kilo. Is it Kilo or Kylo? I think I can hit that, though. Nice. Is there more up here? Yeah. Ooh. I don't think I can hit that from up there. I'm gonna go this way. The Queen's Palace ruins. No, not yet. Not that I can remember. Hey, hey, hey. They're really taking New Year's Eve seriously was dropping their purple balls on me. It'd be so funny if he hit himself in the face with that. It is. From what people have told me, it works the same on mobile. Isn't that wild? Oh, boulders. Isn't that wild? It's definitely one of those interactive mobile games for sure. For sure. So am I bowling? That was amazing! I only needed one! That was so fun. I want to bowl more in this game. Screw the whimsicycle race. Gimme balls. That was great. Yeah, tablet or iPad, and I think if you connect a controller to that too. Oh, hello? 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 Oh, I cannot reach you. Maybe I should have started down low first. Oh, dear. This seems like a bad idea. Yeah, well, I can yell too. Meow. These little button guys. Whoa, you're right here. This place is loaded, which is honestly really good because I needed a lot of their supplies. Is it clunky on Android? I got it. Where is Whisper? How am I gonna... Can I aim down? Hi. I always say hello to them before I kill them. Isn't that nice of me? We didn't go down below either. Is that it? We clear them out, chat? Good. Not available on tap. Wait, you can't play it on an iPad? I'm a mobile gamer when... How do I explain my mobile gaming? Also, how do I get out of here? Oh, this way. I like easy mobile games. For anything like this, I don't think I'd enjoy it on my iPad. Like, I loved Hello Kitty Island Adventure, but even still, because it was on the iPad, I didn't love the controls for it. So I'm honestly really excited whenever that comes. When does that come out? That comes out soon. January? I'm excited for when that comes out on the Switch. I think that'll be really, really fun. Really great. On your mini pad, yeah? Yeah, we've got 4 days left of Masters, y'all. Thank you so much again for doing that sponsor with us. Seriously amazing. Is that it? Well, I wasn't supposed to turn it in any place? I just got the fragrance? I don't even know what these fragrances do. What did they do? The bug cabin from 5 to 2100. Where's your cabin? Apple Store has it. The 16th maybe? Is it? Pick up your Switch for the first time in like over a year. I feel you on that. The last stuff that I played on it was the Zelda game. And then I've been playing Mario Party with pals. Ooh, by the way, we might be doing Mario Party next week. I don't have a day for you right now, but might is the key word here. How do I get those? That's so up high. I just float over? Oh, I got him. Oh, is this a flying one? Oh, I cannot stand the flying ones, y'all. I don't know about you, but these flying ones can, like, piss off. Oh, I was so close! Like, how are you supposed to be faster than this? I'm gonna cut it off. I did nothing! Oh, I got it. January 30th. Okay, so end of the month. End of the month. Cool. Thanks for looking that up. Go to your heart to unlock the sketch, then you can craft it? My heart of infinity? No? It shoots penetrating, purifying orbs after charging. When would I use that, though? In an area that has a lot of monsters? Summer fragrance. Oh, I need more insight. I really should prioritize the insight. I've been getting a lot of those baubles for upgrading my clothing. Dash, dash, homie. Is this where I'm going? Or, like, inside? No, I think I'm supposed to go inside the cabin, aren't I? I guess not. Hello. Penetrating orbs. You know, how did you know that I was giggling at that? Inside of my head, but I was still. Difference with a set. Oh, you don't? Me too. The Hello Kitty game is going to be huge if you liked Animal Crossing. Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. You're so welcome. Are you feeling better? I'm pretty sure I already have enough blossom beetles. The glow up thingies? Do you mean to evolve an outfit? Or do you mean to upgrade an outfit? Go to the cabin? I like how the dog is just hanging out with Momo. He's like, I'm just happy to be here, you guys. Okay. I'm gonna go over here while we're still in here. Wait, where actually am I going? It's inside the cabin, right? No. Is this the quest that I'm working on? Oh, I feel dumb. But no, it's... No, it's something separate. Oh, I guess I could have just traversed the map here. Yeah, okay. Also, when you mean stamps, what do you mean by that? Do we have a stamp book and this is how I'm finding out? Is it like $40 for the Switch? It's free to play on iOS, but you have to pay for Apple Arcade Premium. So it was like $5, $10 a month. What's up, Peepsa? Nope, Pepsa. Hoochie stamps. You're a hoochie stamp. Oh, what did I... Hold on. I said hoochie and then I skipped. I skipped. Lavender, thank you so much for 7 months. Welcome on back. How you doing? I was like, nope, not right now. Molly being scammed. I was scammed. Also, I want to kick off a styling challenge. Meadow attire. I'm wearing like Cinderella attire. Oh, fresh? You want fresh to death? I got some fresh for you. Are there 4 stars? Yeah. Now, do I match? No. But will I win? Also no? 319, 363. Possibly. Oh my God, Lavender. We've been having such a great time with it. Such a great time. Truly love it. Oh, never mind. She's perfect. What can I say? Oh, that's what it was. I thought it kept wanting me to take pictures there to upload for other people. And I was like, can you stop? Like, can I turn this notification off? So I've been ignoring it. Poorly. Okay. Okay. Well, Jesus. Oh, that's pretty. It's giving Victorian era? They're definitely distracting, and I wish that we could turn them off. But I also like seeing my friends. We finally saw Shella, and I was like, yes. But can you turn them off? I honestly don't know. So I'm literally just going back to where I was before, right? Yeah. Penelope Featherton. Yeah. You will look at my pictures and you will like them. Photos on quest locations. It makes things near impossible to do things. Oh, really? That's a pain. Okay, but hold on. Do I need to be in front of the cabin? Like where this person is? Cat. Cat, is this you? Eyes closed. Perfect. So how do I know that registered? Did that work? Did that work? I haven't done any of them. Look for the square in the camera. Ah, there. Yes. And then I just do my thing. Was that not... Did I not do that right? What did you say for the default? I'm going to try default mode again. The spinny thing? Not this thing? The spinny thing. What's the spinny thing? You have to have the box come up like on inspiration. It's in the spinning. Nope. Get out of this! It's in the spinning. That? Away and up? Like there? Do I have to go up there or like? The windmill. Okay. Oh, there. Now it's registering. Goal achieved! This is how I see without glasses on, and they're like, absolutely. Thank you so much. Perfect, chat. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I got it, so it's my first one. It's my first one. Isn't this amazing? Does it show the photo? Well, where is it? That's not... And it's not... Hold on. It's not showing up here, but it registered. Oh, I have to upload it. Okay. Okay. How do I do that? Do I need to click on one of these things and it'll show me? All right, so I gotta look for the little spinny doodad. This. Right? No? Is that not it? Why doesn't it do it for me? What do I gotta look through? Like, where's Waldo all over again? I need to click the circle with the stamp. I need to click. Oh, but what number is this? Okay, hold on. So if it was that one, I need to do it with the corresponding number, so 18. Upload instead of closing. You're asking for too much for me. All right, all right. Let me try one more time. We'll get the hang of it. I'll get on the sign. It'll be great. Maybe this time it won't be blurry. Upload. Visit completed? Oh, thank Christ. I did it. Oh, you're getting camera mods. Cool. And that's how you can upgrade it too, right? Because I've been focusing on the poses right now. I have 11. Yeah, I want another pose. Cass, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Benton, thank you, sweetheart. Thanks for your patience, y'all. It just seems very counterintuitive. You should take the photo, it does it by itself. You know what I mean? Why make things more difficult than they actually are? What am I doing? Why am I here? Nighttime? Oh, wait. You keep learning about new things in the game every single day? Me too. It's so expansive. I wasn't anticipating it. They didn't do a good job of explaining. The game doesn't. Yeah, yeah. Steph, happy New Year's Eve, honey. And happy New Year's. We'll see you on Thursday. Take care. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yeah, I thought you had to drag the stamp over too. I was clicking on it. I was like, is that not doing what we think we're doing? Nikki, Momo, what are you doing here? How did you come back? Letters of recommendation are limited. I love how angry Momo is all the time. My New Year's resolution for 2025 is to be more like Momo. Continue being small, be angry, and enjoy barbecue. You know? Easy. A fraud? How dare you ask me? How dare you lie to her? I guess today just isn't my day. Did he leave? Where'd he go? I'm really tired of people escaping from in front of our faces in this game. She's so pretty. You need that ability? Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Sapphire bracelet. Nice. Can I craft any of these things? I have so many right now that I'm just waiting on essences for. And this one, I need one avoidance button. Then I can create this masterpiece. Nope. What is the bracelet? Oh, I need one of the sockles are so hard to catch. I've seen them. I just can't freaking catch them. With just him eating barbecue. The next event. That's what we want. That's what we're yearning for. What is the thing that I'm here for? Why am I on this side? What are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we at? 5 to 2100. And it is what time right now? Oh, yes, it is past that. Skill issue? Probably. Probably. Oh, there you are. Super duper rare bugs. Kendall? All of the guys in this game pretty much look the same. I feel like the ladies look different. But the guys all have the same faces. Except for Giovanni. Bustle, fly, and whistle. All right, friends. I'm gonna need help on this. That one? Okay. I did it? Oh, of course, there's 3. There's multiple. Is that one? No. I came out the gate too strong, chat. Did I already do that one? It needs to be... It's gotta be darker in purple. Okay, I got all of them. I need 2 more of the green ones, the bustle. The bussy bustles. They're gonna have to be more in this area. See? Clicking pays off. There we go. Done. World mission? No, I didn't do the world mission yet. I wanted to do that after I finished the MSQ so we had something else to do. I'm only on chapter 5 of the MSQ right now. Do we have another style battle over here? This isn't the girl that we did before, right? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I would love to crush your hopes and dreams. What's up, Yank? How are you doing, honey? I always just end up going for the first, whatever they're recommending. I never really go for the second or third. We're doing fresh. Fresh to death. Solid strat. Because I don't really think it does matter, because if you've upgraded enough and your stars are high enough level, I don't think it counts whatever the second or third suggestions are anyway. Hell yeah. I upgraded my Eurekas too. They've really been pushing me over. Ooh, did I get something else new? Oh, I thought I got a... Oh. Hello? Are we back?
Please stand by the phone. Your chat is important to us.
Hi! I don't know what you just heard. What did I just say? Did you see me kick that person's butt? We got perfection on it. I was about to hold my neighbor's butt with consent. Now, wait a minute! Well, speaking of, this is actually a good time to take a break. So, let me claim this first. And we're gonna take a break. Then we'll be back with more Nikki. Maybe we can do another pull if I end up getting enough diamonds for it. I don't have enough. I think I need 11 or 1,200 diamonds? Maybe? Holding butts is back on the table. Number one, was it always on the table? Are we sure about that? Are you positive in here? Okay, chat, BRP question. What is one of your New Year's resolutions? I will say I want to continue reading, but also balancing my reading with other hobbies. Let me know one of yours if you would like to share. If they're deeply personal to you, hold on to those, okay? But if you want to share any, go ahead. That'll be our BRP question, okay? All right, bye. Hi, chat. This is a stick up. Tell me your New Year's resolutions. Hi, Dump Truck Daisy. How are you doing? Welcome on in. All right, let me see. Setting boundaries. Love that. Get back on lifting and drinking protein shakes. Yes, join me. Join me. I don't know. The ones that I've been having, they're still very grainy. I'm looking for one that's smoother. It's never bad to have goals. No. Read the Throne of Glass series and focus on your physical health. Very nice. And more tattoos. I love that. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You too? Read at least 20 books. Wonderful. That is fantastic. I would love more too. I only have one. I think, well, I've been wearing my sweatshirts, but it's the only one that I've got. And I got this for my 33rd? How old am I turning? I got this for my 33rd birthday. Kip took me. It was a present from Kip. It's an olive tree branch. It's a dogwood tree branch. Supposed to represent home because I have 2 dogwood trees outside. Just in case you were ever wondering, you're like, wow, what is that? 11 years ago? Yeah. Kip's was a long, long time ago. Kip has 7, 8 now. What were we doing? Still doing random quests. Okay. What is risky photography? So it's not a forced perspective. Why are we being risky? Risk. Hey. Oh, you're down deep. You're deep in it. What is this one? It just says quest available. I would rather go to this one if I'm going to be closer. Thank you. I love the placement too. I was scared to death of getting one. I would say my pain tolerance is high. If you're a fellow chronic illness baddie, maybe yours is too. But I was really afraid it was going to hurt, and it wasn't bad. It got kind of spicy closer to my inner part, like getting closer to your elbow area. You can't see that there. Like when they were doing this work, that was a spicy meatball. But everything else felt fine. I heard a lot of people compare it to from like a sunburn to like a bee sting. Absolutely not a bee sting. I've had several bee stings and wasp stings in my life. That was awful for pain. This felt just more like poking a sunburn. Wasn't bad. What do you mean I broke my collarbone 5 days ago? Did that actually happen to you? Did it? No more fearless adventures. It's over. I love fights. Meanie lost his beanie. Oh, great. Now I have to help these kids. When? How did that happen? For 5 days? Were you finally like, oh, I should probably go to a doctor and they informed you of this? Incredible. Oh, did I not? I really just have to go back and forth with these kids? Your foot, the top of it, right? The knee, did you have a knee dislocation? Are we falling apart in here? Oh my God. I broke my hand in the 7th grade. Well, my wrist / 2 of my fingers in the 7th grade because I tripped. I tripped over my own feet. Coming out of CCD. And that was immediate pain. Immediate, had to go to the emergency room. 2 years ago. Oh my God. Possum? All right, y'all, listen. We gotta stop that. Can we make that change? Maybe in 2025? Maybe. You know, like, don't go on WebMD, but dear God. Go to the bug catcher's cabin and find. Why do we keep going back to the bug catcher's cabin? What's so fancy about it? The top of your foot? God. God. Listening to you while you were driving. Oh no! Are you responding out loud to these questions? Broke your toe? I think Kip broke their toe. But it was never quite confirmed. My mom did. Falling down 2 stairs. Oh my god. Your PT stretches more than you do? Yeah, I should be stretching every day. That's part of the reason why, like, I'll throw out my neck. Because I'm not stretching. Are we fast? What are we doing? Capture 3 ballet flies in the vicinity. Alright, bet. That was a pearl wing. Or are they the fast ones? Oh. I think I caught 2 at once. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Surgery on your toe? I didn't even know you could have surgery on your feet. I should go to the doctors in 2025? I can't promise anything. I know what this reminds me of. It's the meme where it says, if I've won the lottery, there'll be signs. And it's showing somebody, like, just at the doctor's office. Everybody else would be like a Ferrari, whatever, you know. For me, I'd be at the eye doctor. As a treat. Oh, God. We laugh so we don't cry. What is this one? Ah, yes, the greedy pouch. Oh, we got another pouch one? I think this spire is probably closer. It's too real. Oh, do they suck? Oh, this is the one. Oh, that was like the sad sack from yesterday.
So different from Florawish.
It is, but we're not going here, so. You shut up about it, Momo. Me too. The amount of money that you save is wild. The only thing that sucks about that, though, is that you can't do a follow-up. You know what I'm trying to say? I want to do the full body scan, but also then I would trust that person because they're reading my records, reading whatever. And then it's like, oh, then I have to go back to like an American doctor. And what if they read it differently? You know what I'm trying to say? Let's just move to Turkey at this point. Hello. I knew we'd, yeah, the sad sack photo. Where's the greedy pouch? Running away? Far from the riverbank up ahead. Quickly open your camera, take the shot. Okay. Literally. Oh, this mother God, all right. I got it. But I'm gonna catch him now. I want my blings. He disappeared? You son of a bitch! You're a sad sack. I might be. Do we have to go back and see our friend? How many drop things do we have? Oh, it's 40, not 30 this time. They're up in the levels. I don't have enough. No blings for me. I don't really need them. I have more than enough. You know what we could do? We could actually spend some of my blings after this. Y'all know about the gacha one in Florawish, right? The drop rate is terrible. But I'm pretty sure I have enough blings for us to go over there. It's this thing. The Surprise-O-Matic. I like doing the 10 at a time, so that's like 200,000 blings at a time. Maybe I don't have enough. I thought I had over 1 million yesterday. I might have spent some. Well, we'll see how many we can do. The Surprise-O-Matic. Yeah, I could do a couple. Oh, I got something new! A 5-star? I didn't know you could get 5 stars out of this. A 5-star glove. Oh, I want to upgrade that right away because I don't have a lot of, sexy, what they deem sexy in the game, clothing right now. So, let me upgrade that. It was the gloves. These are them, right? I want to get this up to like a level 5. Yeah! Higher, maybe? Cool! So it's at max level now. That's actually really nice. I don't even think I have any dresses. Because I'm stuck on one of the quests right now. It's not a quest. You know the style challenges you can do at the guild in front of that mirror thing? I don't even have like a 4-star sexy. Oh, I have. Oh, that's sexy. Oh, let me upgrade this then. I basically just have like sexy pieces, not an actual outfit. I wonder if I could actually do that now. All right, hold on. I want to go back to the mirror crowd. Sorry, chat. Is it the pinnacle contest or is it this one? I think it's the pinnacle contest. Sexy, yes. I might be able to pass this. Have y'all been doing this, by the way? You might know it's not even know it's there. You can go to it from your pair pad, whatever it's called, or you can actually go in through the guild. It's on the 2nd floor. But you actually get really, really awesome prizes from it. And you can also get crystals for the permanent and for the temporary banners. Never saw that in your life. Load her up and go on in. My gift to you, baby. Okay, so if I do that, then I need a top. We'll do the orange one. That's a 5-star. Now, chat, listen. Is this going to match? Absolutely not. But are we going to make it work for us? Maybe. I want at least 4 or 5 stars, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Is that? That's not... Yeah. Okay, we want these gloves for sure. Doe! I'm doing great, baby. How are you? How was WWE? Did y'all have the best time? 3-star? That is not sexy. No. 3. Okay. Just plop a 3Z on there. Okay. Then, which one? That's 119. That's 130. I really should upgrade that Eureka. 179. I think that's the only other one. 248. Okay, let's see if we get this one. This one has been dragging me down. Ooh. Oh, come on. Oh, don't edge me. You? Bitches. You disgust me. I want to see if I can upgrade my Eurekas and try it one more time. Oh, I know. Me too. Because I'm not going for what I think looks good. I'm going for the points. And I think a lot of other people are also doing the same thing for that. Like, whoopsies. Okay. Which one were we doing for this one? It was this. 179. I mean, the cool factor is there. Sexy is a secondary, but I don't have one that's actually just like straight up sexy. I hate saying that. Oh, that's my max level. Damn. 77. 248. Are these all level 5? Damn. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I don't have enough stuff. Yeah. I'm just going to leave this area. I still don't have enough. What a shame. It is. It's so game-changing. But still at a certain point. A certain point. Oh, you know what? Let me go back in just so I can show y'all prizes and stuff. And there's 2 different things that you can compete in. So, I think the beginning, you got to go to the Stylist Guild, as I mentioned in Florawish. Go to the 2nd floor. You're going to talk to the mirror. You can then go in. Then you can just go to your pair pal, okay? So you click on Mirror Crown, and there's 2 different crowns. There's the Wishfield Styling Contest and then the Wishfield Pinnacle Contest. They're literally the same. They're going to give you a theme. You need to match it to the theme. If you pass it, you get 1 star. If you do great, you get another. If you get perfect, you get 3 stars. Why is that important? Because you get rewards from each of them depending on how many stars you get. And they all include diamonds, blings, spark lights, and shiny bubbles. The shiny bubbles help you upgrade your clothing. The spark lights, you go to the Sparklight store. And what is this? You can get revelation crystals, monthly limit of 3. You can get resonite crystals, monthly limit of 3. You can get threads of purity, which helps you with crafting. Shiny bubbles, which helps you with upgrading clothing. Shining particles, which helps you upgrade Eurekas. And then various types of bling. Amazing. Amazing. You do need to be level 27 to do it? For which... Oh, you mean for the styling contest in general? Thank you. I didn't actually know that. So you need to be level 27 and then it'll unlock for you. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, 15 rounds in total. I'm stuck on round 13 of the Wishfield Styling Contest, and then I'm stuck on round 5 of the Wishfield Pinnacle Contest. So, if you've got more stuff that you've crafted or unlocked, you'll probably have a better time than I have been having. I really don't have a lot of stuff, if you see here. I've only gotten 70 stars. I have 174 of Kilo's yummy stuff. 374 clothes and 126 sketches. I gotta step up my game, baby. I gotta do it. There's another forced perspective one that we can do. Do it! Seriously, you get so much stuff from them. Oh, wait. Hold on. I wanted to do another spin or 2 on here. Nothing. Okay, this is the last one I can do. The drop rate on here is really low. Oh, those are ugly. Those are so ugly. Good for you, though, baby. Good for you. Where's the details? Yeah. Okay. So, I've gotten all of the 3 stars. I own 20 out of 20. And I have only gotten 4 out of 18. The base probability of obtaining the 5-star pieces is 0.8%. The 4 star is 1.6. The 3 star is 97.6%. So you're just going to be wasting a lot of money. But like, look at that. I would literally wear that IRL. We got a purple wig. The snowy dawn. I want this one so bad. This is a 5-star sexy outfit. Look at some of these. I already got that one. Like, they're good. They're really, really good. So, they do. They tell you up front, and I do appreciate that. But I'm still upset about it. Where are we? Am I still going down? Oh, all the way over here? Okay. Let's go to the meadow. You get the out. Yeah, I've been doing that. I've been doing that for him. I need the essences, though. I gotta grind out some of the essences. I can't craft the rest of the stuff that I have right now. Like, they all require... Well, I guess... I haven't discovered those ones yet, but let me give you this one as an example. Nope. This one? Yeah. I need Sizz Pollen Essence. And I figured out yesterday... how you get it from gathering whatever material it is, but it's only a small drop chance to get the essence. So it's a bit a pain in the ass, love. Just a little bit. Right? Turn on our TV in our home. Put on the luck channel. That's what I would enjoy. Is he over here? What is this? Am I not here at the right time of day? Find a hook and a big fish on a small boat docked at the wharf. A hook and a big fish. I found the hook. Oh. Yeah. That wasn't bad. Where's Katrina to tell you to wear pants so you can have good luck? That's what I'm saying. It's absolutely preposterous, darling. Where is this freaking person? Is he not here during this day?
Nikki, let's stay in the shallow water.
I'm not even in the water. Where is Momo? Did I drown Momo? Oh, I drowned Momo. He came back. Don't worry about him. He's not our problem anymore. He's fine. Show the photo to Vilak. Where is Vilak? Viliak? Oh, he's right here. Why is that not registering? The dress is blue or green. The one that I'm wearing? I feel like it's blue. I feel like I'm Cinderella in this dress. No, I don't want proof of me killing Momo. It was an accident, you guys. Oh, I do have some in Stoneville, too. I didn't realize that. I was just seeing if there's any other style contests today. That one? Yes. I want more diamonds. Kaylin, hi! Yeah, we're still live! We're still here. I know, I've been streaming longer lately. You know why? Because I've been taking my food break. Been feeding my body, so that means we can hang out for longer. Wishful elegance. Which would just be the style of elegant. So, I mean, I'm just going to use my 5-star. That's easy. I don't have a good feet elegance one. That's just this one. She's a self-care queen. Love you, Kels. Have a great time together. Tell Mara to say hi. Happy New Year's, baby. See you on Thursday. Love you. Oh, we killed it. Chat, we killed that. I know I'm perfect. Ooh, those are beautiful. I like that one. Oh, it goes with this one. Cool, cool, cool. Isn't that a beautiful dress? That's from the permanent banner. This is the one. I'll show it to you. It's this one, the Fairy Tale Swan. I got all of the pieces. Now I'm working on the crystal poems, which you can't see. So let me show it to you. This is the crystal poems one. And this is an ability outfit. So it does the purification. You know, the one where you're shooting out the green sparks when the S-lings are coming by? It's this outfit. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love it. I love it. It's giving Elsa. It's giving, oh, hey, that will match with my nails very beautifully. On the green one, nice. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, there's more. So, okay, question chat. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. Do the style challenges pop up every day? There's new ones? Cause like, I want to do some of these then. If they're limited, I want to do them. I think you were behind over here. It's such an easy way to get diamonds. Bono? You're sketchy. The sovereign of cool. They're all so gorgeous. I know. When I say that I don't like an outfit in Infinity Nikki, I'm not discounting that it's not beautiful. Just sometimes the style isn't for me. But I love so much of it. I need one more cool piece. Cool me out, Captain. Do a 4-star. I look ridiculous. Cool, that's at 259. $397. This one. They're not limited? But do they keep popping up? Because the other day I did all the ones in Flora Wish and I was like, oh my god, I have more. The new bow. I did. The new bow from the vendor for the festival? I did, if that's the one that you're talking about. Will I be crazy and get this game when I get home? Who knows? Do it. It's free to play. You know, even if you just want to check it out and be like, I don't know if I'll like it. Like, maybe it's for me, maybe it's not. Yeah? It's like a rite of passage. I love that. You need to beat the styling challenges to go up in the factions. Once you get a perfect, they should be marked off. Oh. Wait, what do you mean marked off? Like, just not show up anymore? And it's only when I get perfect, so maybe I didn't get perfect in these ones then. Maybe that was it. Maybe that's it. I might have just got like a pass or a grade. I don't think I did a ton of these after I upgraded my clothing and my Eurekas either. I don't remember which way I need to go. Turn around. This... Nope. This way? Is it up the path? Oh, wait! Okay, hold on. Now the statue, right? So I just had that thing come up for the statue. So, like, I gotta do this now. Upload. Chat. I'm so good at this game. She's wildin'. I really want to finish all the poses before I do anything else. The poses are very important to me. I like taking the photos. Those are adorable. Oh, the flying kiss. I just have one more. Level 12. Twirling salute. That's it. Cool. Oh, crap. That's another thing I'm going to be looking up. Is where I've missed taking all the photos. It's fine. I'll get over it at some point. Your pair pal to factions. Factions. Oh, does it tell me here? I have never opened this up before. So I won the golden daisies. Okay. They've been decimated. I won the ebony scissors. I have not yet won the sovereign of cool, any of them. Beyond the basics, I've done 2 of them. And then there's even more in Breezy Meadow in Stonewoods and then Wishing Woods, which is locked right now. What the frick is Shifty Rags? Chat? Put a 1 in the chat if you're also a Shifty Rag. Is that like Raggy's group? I would assume not because he's not part of it. But like it could be. I think y'all need a better name. All right, Shifty Rags. I've had it up to here with you. Oh. Where are you hiding? In this weird freaking valley area? Is he up top? Gotta be up top. I knew it! You beat all the small ones to unlock the sovereign and then beat the sovereign. Oh, that's why I'm getting new ones, because I beat the others. Okay. That makes sense. Flawless professionalism. Elegant again? Okay. You can just keep it easy. You're Raggy's big hole. I wanted to be Raggy's big hole. Also, if any of you have finished the main storyline, don't answer this. This is just a rhetorical question. I seriously hope that nothing happens to him. Because even Granny was like, you got to take care of yourself because at a certain point, that's just going to unravel. And he's like, I'm fine. She's like, well, you think you're fine when you're young, but you're not. And like, I'm just saying, if he turns into a flag or something and just blows away into the wind, I'm going to sob. Because everybody was just making fun of him. He's my boy. I'm going to protect him with my life, babes. He's a good rag. I need to be put out of my misery. Okay, there's one more in this area, and then I'm going to go back and we'll continue on with the other side quests. I really wanted to clean up some of this stuff before we continue with the main story quest because it's making me anxious that I'm going to have all this stuff to do. Listen, something that I will say is, my God, the amount of content that has come with this game for a free-to-play game. They're different games, but they're both free-to-play. I'm going to make a comment right now. You can agree with me. You cannot. I'm not trying to be snarky. But it's going to come out a little snarky because Palia could never. Do they do great updates? They do. But the amount of content that is in this game in comparison is bananas. Bananas. No one you'd rather share being a big hole with. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So something that I'm going to mention. Palia, I enjoyed it when I was playing it, but I also had different ideas in mind when they had mentioned it was going to be a cozy MMO. And I believe that my expectations for the game were not met. And I know that that has to do with multiple different things, okay? I know it has to do with the layoffs that they had. And I know it had to do with money aspect. But what changed things for me was, number one, the grind. You can be grindy in any game. But they were not putting value into the game versus how much they were focusing on premium store stuff. Where it's like, buy our stuff, buy our stuff, buy our stuff so we don't go under. Well, at that point, why does it matter if nobody is playing your game because you're just having us spend like $35 on an outfit? And like multiple outfit releases every single month. So, anyway, y'all know I keep it real, and that's not to say that we won't be back playing Palia at some point. But I just want there to be enough content to warrant streaming it. Yeah. No, it's not an MMO. It's not an MMO. I'm trying to figure out if I should say this or if I should bite my tongue. I would not be breaking my NDA to say this. Should I say it, chat? Palia has fallen into an issue that a lot of other games fall into. Where I want people to be careful about when they're partnered with game companies. Because a lot of people might think partnership means getting paid by. The only partnership that I've had where I've gotten paid is Nintendo. That is game codes, plus they're paying me to play X, Y, and Z. When I was a VHS partner, and I'm still a Palia partner, in-game currency, that's about it. And Palia has gotten more stingy with the contingency to do X, Y, and Z, and then you'll get whatever product. With that being said, a lot of these places are still very predatory, and they would rather you promote their service, promote their product for free. They don't do anything to boost people on social media, which pisses me off. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's not me. Boost some of the affiliates that are Palia partners. Boost some other people. It's malicious what they do. And then when they ask for feedback and we give feedback, oh no, we can't do that. Or that's not possible right now. Or they listen to it and they don't do it. Oh yeah, that's in the works. Well, when? Like the people that are actually playing the game, right? So TLDR, another reason why I stepped away from that is because that type of stuff was going on. And this is not just an issue with Palia, it's an issue with games in general. Which is why I'm cautiously optimistic about Loftia, because I'm a Loftia partner. I'm excited for that to come out, but we got another one? But I'm like, okay, this is going to be the same song and dance again, right? I didn't like that either, Lauren. I did not like that either. Yeah. They don't test their partners well enough. Test their partners. Do you mean like vet their partners? Cool. No, they are. They're just glorified exposure programs. But even at that point, it's not really exposure. Exposure for the game, not the person. And I want to be more mindful about that next year. Oh, treat. Yes. Yeah. And if it is, it's just in-game stuff. When, like, they have, you know, thousands of people on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube, whatever it is. The only ones that I saw successfully actually boost up their partners in the past, and also I'm not swearing off by these games, okay? I'm not saying that they're perfect. But, like, I've seen it before, like with Dead by Daylight. Phasmophobia did stuff. Oh, that shooting game. The new DLC is coming out with, like, the zombies. They did a lot of promo. The MMO that my friend Strylander plays. But, like, there are games out there that actually do promo. It's not unheard of, but it just so happens all the ones that I've been a part of are like, good luck. Oh, that hair is so pretty. I like that. I only have one more sketch or one more sketch item needed for this. Cool. Call of Duty? No, not the one I was thinking of. Ever playing as you were waiting for it to be free? Yeah, I don't blame you. I felt like a responsibility to play it when some of the DLC updates came out because I wanted to review it for y'all, but we haven't played it in a while. Hello! Hi, Guido! Happy New Year! Mwah, 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 mwah. Ich liebe dich, Guido. Wie geht's? It's almost New Year's for you. Let me see if I can say it in German. Chat, will you bear with me for a second? I'm gonna try it. Hold on. Frohes neues Jahr. Did I say that right? Frohes neues Jahr. Prost! Cheers! To a party! Sehr good, sehr good. Have fun. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Oh. We've been missing you, Guido. Marcus was here the other day. Severe thunderstorm for your area? No! Oh, but you like the rain. Okay. I would be like, no, I'm thinking about, I'm with your roommates. I don't like the rain. I don't like the wind or the rain, and Kip loves it. So I'm normally panicking, and Kip is thriving. Because, of course. Now, what is this one? Oh, there's another one. The Ultimate Showdown. I don't know if we're going to be able to pass this. Nothing is perfect, but it is possible to care about people who basically give you free promos. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for letting me get that off my chest. I feel like it's important for me to explain when I'm doing X, Y, and Z, especially if it's a game that I've promoted in the past and a game that we played a lot of. There are certain things I can't share, but I would hope you know, obviously, my values and stuff. But again, I'm not saying we're never going to play Palia, and I don't want anything to be overtly negative. But I have problems with the game, and if those changes happen, then, you know, we'll check them out again. See you next year! Tschüss, Guido! Tschüss, mein Bruder! Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, Moonwitch, thank you so much for gifting out a sub to my brother Guido. Guido, enjoy! Mwah! Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, we have another giveaway to do. Oh my god. Okay, chat. We got one more. One more for the day. I didn't even realize I was behind. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, exclamation point giveaway. This is going to be for another postcard. Another postcard. Open to everyone. Open internationally. You just got to give me your address in Discord. Exclamation point giveaway. You want to win. Yay! Donka Moonwitch. Yay. That means so much to me all when you give my brother subs, especially because of the ads. That is the main reason where it's like, oh, I don't want them to be interrupted if they're talking to me when they come in. We're not crying yet. We got an hour to go. We're not crying. Suck them in. Thank you, pals. Enchanted, hi, honey. Hi, Sav. Oh, I'm just too soft today. You got your sticker. Fantastic. Fantastic. Sorry, I thought there was a bug. We've been doing pretty good with the mailings lately. I only had one person. Two people needed to have stuff resent out recently. I'm pretty proud of that. Last call. Exclamation point giveaway. Thank you, Moonwitch. Thank you, honey. You got your stabby sticker too. Perfect. Did all the mods get your things that I sent you from me? Your surprises? I don't know. I think Kells might still need theirs. Be fair, Norway. You love it? I'm so glad. Will, you got it? Okay. You got it too, dog. I think you were the first one that got it, or you mentioned it. Almighty, you did? Okay, cool, cool, cool. You need to check? Yeah, let me know. And no rush, of course, but whenever you get a chance, you're checking out the mail. Okay, pals, ready? Our winner of the postcard is Enchanted! Congrats, sweetheart! Enchanted, my darling. Hop in the Discord, unless you're in there already. Send me a DM with your address, and I'll get that out to you. I'm probably not going to go to the post office again until this weekend, so let's say this weekend I'll be doing my second round of mailing. Oh, I mailed this morning. Did I not mention that? I mailed this morning. So everything from today onward is just today. That makes sense? Everything from last week and yesterday was mailed this morning. Okay? So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Congrats! The Snoopy car. Oh, I'm so glad, Lauren. I'm so glad. Hee 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 hee. All part of my plan, darling. Oh, you're pretty. So is the Sovereign of Cool, are we gonna have to be doing cool outfits for that, question mark? We don't know who she is or where she is. Clyde. Late at night at Bibcoon's Chuckle Club. Okay. So is that gonna appear on the map? It is. Where's the Chuckle Club? Chat, you're a Chuckle Club. I hope you know this. We'll get there. Let's go! I wish we interacted more with the Chuckle Club. I actually really do like it. I think it's a cute premise. What time is it outside? 2200 to 400. Perfect. Yeah, they're inside. Did anybody buy this outfit? The one in the store where you get the Bibcoon hat? Have you seen it? Where is it? Not here? The other store? This one. So if you make any purchase, you earn rewards for 3 days. And part of those rewards is this entire outfit. So you really get like 2 outfits for the price of 1. I think Jamie got it, but she made this really cute fit with just the hat and some other pieces. And I'm like, that's really adorable. I like it. The paper plane game. Oh, I don't think I tried that one yet. Is it miserable? Ooh, the stage? Oh, I can do that. Psh. Bestie? Bet. All these pictures are coming out terrible. I hope they don't expect me to try. Sorry. I regret to inform you I won't be. Am I able to get the 5th pose? No, I need 9 completely. Okay. Fine. Once it's in the scrapbook, I can delete it though, right? Or should I not be? What is this? The Stylist Mafia? Are they triplets? This is like a book that I read. You don't mind it? The quality way down. I had to turn the quality down on my Steam Deck. Not because it was stuttering, but because I thought my Steam Deck was going to blow up. The amount of heat coming out of that thing. Woo! Oh, do I have to defeat them 3 in a row? Oh, that might be difficult for me. Maybe it won't be, but I don't know. I don't know what to anticipate here. You rage quit? Where is the game? Is it in Florawish? What'd I say? You feel that way about your Switch? You know it's just shucking along and it's working way, way too hard. Also, hi Gernst, how are you? Happy New Year's Eve. Triple bald. Am I bald? Well, I beat Clyde to death, so good for him. Well, I mean, good for me, bad for him. Why did you sit down so aggressively? I used to be able to do anything with a lady's conviction. Clyde, Phil, and Sunny? Y'all are just making up names at this point. Chat, we need to take a break before we challenge Sunny. Phil of the future, we need to take a break. Happy holidays! Baking and playing Stardew today? Awesome. What did you bake? Some cookies? Some cakes? Do you have any leftovers? Chat and I would like to consume it. Chat, BRP question for you. The last BRP question of 2024. I gotta make this good. What are y'all having for dinner tonight? I know the hours are weird in some places. It's about to be 5 p.m. Eastern here, but what are y'all having for dinner tonight? I'll go first. We're having orange chicken and rice. And then I'm probably gonna snack a lot. We still have some cheese. I might make a cheese plate. Let me know what you're having for dinner. Okay, we'll be back soon. Bye. Hello, chat. We're back. Andrea, hi. Happy New Year's, honey. How are you doing? What are y'all having for dinner tonight? That was the question of the day. Oh, I want to have a tart. It sounds delicious. New Year's potluck thing later. Awesome. I'll give you some crumbs. Don't worry. I'll give you a little bit of both. Nice schnapp. A high heel. I want violence. I do. I crave it. 4 meats, 6 cheeses, 3 fruits, and pecans. And a partridge in a pear tree. That sounds amazing. Spaghetti and meatballs. Awesome. Pigs in a blanket and instant... Comfort foods, please. I want them. I want them. Gib, please. Ramen, sushi, and crumble cookies. Let's go. Hell yeah. Vietnamese. I know. A lot of people are doing takeout tonight. We're making Chinese food, but at home. I love orange chicken. I would say, unpopular opinion, I like orange chicken more than I like General Gao's chicken. Discuss. That sounds awesome, Swaz. Spaghetti and meatballs, frozen pizza. What's up, Definitives? Hi, welcome on and nice to meet you. Happy New Year's Eve, darling. Welcome, welcome. HC drink, but you probably won't. You know, you might want to be relaxed. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. What are we making? We're doing orange chicken and white rice. Nothing super fancy. I was telling chat, like, oh my God, I've got a craving for, where are we going? Is this the direction? I've got a craving for crab rangoons. Like a big, big craving. Okay, I think, did they just disappear? I need to just do the, why can't, oh, I can't do it while I'm inside, so I have to go outside. Okay. All right, chat. I got flip turned upside down, but I think we're gonna get there. Agree with the chicken, sesame chicken. Yes, so good. My spouse loves sesame chicken. What's everybody's like favorite Chinese food? Also, maybe unpopular opinion. I haven't had pork fried rice in a long time. I think it's half like the soy sauce, half the sodium. It just doesn't sit super well with me anymore. But when I used to have it, you know what would just elevate it up a notch? If you put some eggs in it. It was so good. Pals, it was the best. The best. Is that my sweet baby angel? Also, damn it, I was gonna raid you. I thought you were streaming for longer. I was gonna raid you. I love you. Number one, I am so sorry about us temporarily banning your partner. I was going on and on and on about you. And then they came in and they're, what did they say? Something like, Soph is all right. Or Soph isn't that great. And I didn't know it was your partner. So I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Because we were still in the just chatting section. So I thought, I thought they might have been a troll. And I was like, I'm so sorry, Thomas. Please. Please. Yeah. Said things against you. I've considered banning him. Justified ban, to be honest. So, yeah, they were banned out for like 20 seconds, and they were like, oh, welcome back. I was saying sweet things about you. Nicolette, hi, honey. Happy New Year's Eve. Oh my God, that sounds delicious. Heck me up with that. Heck me up. So I hope you're having the best day, though. Happy New Year's Eve. Enjoy yourself. Are y'all doing anything tonight? You staying home and cozy? Bandstick Thomas, he's gonna learn today. Oh. I thought this last name for a second was Phil Collins. I need to stop listening to 80s music. He was lurking. That's what happened because I said, can somebody do a recon? Because in my activity feed, I saw you did a shout out for me. So I was like, fill me in. What's going on? So that's when I think Bearwitch came back and was like, oh, yeah, your spouse was in here. And I was like, your spouse watches it? Like, who is it? And naturally, that's when he spoke up. and we banned him. You and Violet are giving similar energies today because I have a beanie on too. Listen, it's beanie weather. Well, I mean, at this point, when am I not wearing a hat? But, you know, fantastic. Fantastic. So, have you been playing this game at all? What have you been up to? What have you been playing lately? If you haven't, I think you would love it. Christina! Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, sweetheart. How was your stream today? What were y'all getting up to? Happy New Year's? You'll send me some? Done. I want it. Early sushi dinner. Beautiful. Oh my God. Beautiful. That sounds so cozy. Yeah, we're just cooking at home. We might play some games together. We might do some like Mario Party or something. Then we're going to watch one of the ball drop escapades on TV. We don't have cable. So I was asking chat, I'm like, where do people watch it now? Because I don't think we watched it the last 2 years. Last year we were home, but the year before that we were with Jamie and Ryan, and we were hanging out for New Year's at a hotel, which was really fun in Boston, or the Boston area. But yeah, I'm very excited to watch that this year. I think it'll be good. Is this fresh? That's sexy. Why are you lying to me? Oh, I guess I didn't change it over. Bear Witch! I was talking crap about you. Thank you so much for gifting out a sub to Soph. Soph, welcome on back. Enjoy. Thank you so much. Schnupp, you put that away right now. I swear to God. Luma! Luma Island, you love it? I love it so much, Christina. I've been so obsessed. On Hulu? That's what somebody else said. Somebody said Hulu, Amazon, Netflix, or YouTube. So I'm like, we'll try them all. Maybe different channels, different things, or different places. So it wouldn't be awful to try and check them all, right? Are these all my fresh ones? Yeah. What'd you say about me? I said, I told you to do recon when Soph did the shout out. I picked you specifically because I know that you watch both communities. So I was like, find out what's going on. Rabbit High! Hulu Live? Okay, okay. That's our new name. We voted earlier. You lost. When did you vote? When? At what point? You finished all the professions already? Oh, that's sick. That's amazing. Have they said they're doing anything like, is DLC coming out for it? We've got so many good games to look forward to in 2025. So the end of January is Hello Kitty on the Switch. And then March is Tales from the Shire. We're going to be packed those few months. I'm very, very excited. Okay, Sunny, how do I get over to you? I'll end your little charade. You know about these styling challenges? I wish that you could see what the other stylist was wearing. Just to see what you're up against. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't it? I don't think we'll get it anytime soon, but it would be something. French New Year's Eve thing? Yeah, try YouTube. Try YouTube. Not my fault you were not paying attention. You should know by now, I never pay attention. How many times do I have to ask chat to tell me what the tutorial stated because I've ignored it? How many times? Me too, Soph. I don't know if they had an official announcement, but I swear it was supposed to come out this year. Didn't it get pushed back? I'm pretty sure it did. Y'all, please go follow Soph if you're not already. Seriously, if you love it over here, you'll love it 10 times more over there. I love Lurk and Soph. Absolute sweetheart. I was telling chat earlier, I was gabbing you up. Gabbing you up? Gassing you up? That, like, hanging out with you is like a warm hug. I just love the vibes in your channel so much. Not a hint of anxiety or depression when I'm watching Soph. So you know. You should check her out. So Hello Kitty Island Adventure is available now. but it is on Apple Arcade, and you have to pay for it, like $5. And it's one of those games that just doesn't run well on a phone or a tablet. It's very immersive. It's like a life sim, but with Hello Kitty. The intro is hilarious. Anyway, it's coming out for the Switch. Somebody in chat said it's $40, so it's a little steep, but it's really, really fun. Also, Matron, hi, Happy New Year. Thanks for the lurk. Oh, Violet only. Don't you dare start with me. Big warm hug of a person. You want to fight about it? You want to smooch about it? Fine. Guess we'll hold hands. It works well on your iPad? I think for me, it's just the intricate iPad or phone games I need a controller for. So that's why I think it's going to run really, really well for the Switch. Because I won't be as irritated. But again, that's just a me thing. And I also didn't want to keep paying Apple Arcade monthly to pay it. To play it, I should say. Just follow things, Schnupp. Us. There we are! The Nikki call comes back. Chat, so much has happened today for 2024, the end of it. Y'all know that, right? Where am I supposed to be going? Up this side? Oh, street corner graffiti. Well, where? Oh, here? Well, now that I know what I'm doing, chat, I'm so proud of myself. Beautiful. You're welcome. Thank you. Do I use other Apple services? Only Apple Music, which please don't tell other people because I feel like people are going to yell at me. Everybody I know uses Spotify. Joke's on me. I also use Spotify. Ad-free for streams. But I had so much music from the days where you used to have to, like, pay to download songs from Apple Music. Remember those days? So I was like, well, I don't want to lose all that stuff. And maybe there was a workaround, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? You have to pry the Glee songs that I downloaded from my cold, filthy hands. So I use Apple Music. I'm sorry. Oh, so that's a lot of stuff involved. Oh, that's neat, Gertz. I wonder if Verizon has that. We can hold feet. Who's holding feet? YouTube Music? I have YouTube Premium, but I didn't know they had music. Is that new? Napster? I wasn't a Napster girl. I was... If I was gonna be a girl of that era, I probably would have used a little thing called LimeWire. Who are you? You're so hot! Oh, I want her to stab me with those scissors. Chat, were you not going to tell me about this? Well, you know what's even more embarrassing? My only high quality cool outfit is my fishing attire. And she's wearing leather. How can we be girlfriends? Depressing. Royal Rosio, hello. How are you doing, sweetheart? Your last receipt to Fi playlist of the year? Yeah, anyway, sorry. I was distracted by a very, very hot, attractive woman. The plight of a bisexual. I might have known what LimeWire was, not Napster. Moonwitch, do I need the spray? Wait. Throat purrs? No. I just sound like a dog. Well, you know what, chat? We tried. We indubitably tried. Is it cool or fresh? No, it is cool. That cannot be considered cool. Oh, it is 1:30. Oh, hell yeah, I'm using that one. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pass this one, chat. We're gonna hope for the best. Shibby, thanks for the lurk. Happy New Year. Oh, you're posing from buildings? Oh, we are going against her. This is what I wanted. So you get this for like the top person. Oh my God, we're voguing. Where's Madonna? Oh, the gays are gonna love this. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, turn, baby, turn. Burst of whim. What the frick is a burst of whim? Oh! Oh, move those shoulders back. She's dancing like Hillary Duff. If you know, you know. She just tried to scissor me. Moonwish, did you see that? Did I win? I want all styling challenges to be like this. I did it! An unexpected interpretation. Even I can't resist this level of coolness. That's on fishing. Lip sync for your life. Oh, I got a medal. Sovereign of Cool medal for Wishfield. Can be exchanged for the Wishfield Arosa? Materials? No shit. That's how you get it? Wow. Awesome. And we got a Resnite crystal. We can do another pull. Chat, we can do another pull today. Where'd they go? A card with her number on it? She's so mysterious. Your style showed me that being cool isn't just about winning. Now I'm cutting ties with my past and embarking on a new journey. I embarrassed her so much that she quit her hobby? What happened? what just went on? Hi, Voodoo! How are you doing? Welcome on in, sweetheart. Happy New Year's Eve. Like, it's so embarrassing how we have to dress to win. Finishing the game to figure this out. No, you're so fine. I'm on chapter 5 of the MSQ, so, like, we're in the middle of it right now. That's awesome! I got 40 diamonds from that. Oh, I got it. A black card bearing the symbol of Adarina's ebony scissors featuring her thoughts and declaration. But what am I supposed to do with that? What happened? Ask Dada about how to exchange for sovereign medals. Oh, sick. Okay. Well, listen, before we do that. Can I do one of these? We can do 2 more pulls, chat. I'm going to need ones in the chat to manifest. I want another 5-star for the Celestial Wishes. And I would also like a 5-star for the Distant Sea. Let's do it. This is the ultimate girly game. I almost emailed a Violet clip to my boss. How would that have gone over with them? Would they have been like, what just happened? But also, most importantly, what clip? What clip? I think it was the anal one. Oh, no. Please don't do that. Please, everybody double check your links. At one point, actually, it might have been in Soph's or Shella's channel. I copy and pasted my password in there. And I was trying to copy and paste a meme that the chat was sending, like how we were doing the cult shenanigans today. So I had to change my password. Not my best moment, but like, it's fine. Okay, we're doing it. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Shit. All right, no rainbow. No rainbow, that's okay. That's all right. I got the Stellar Waves clip, though. I'll take it. All right, we're over halfway to Starfall Radiance now. Okay. All right. I'll have to accept it. Okay, and Distant Sea. It was pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Rainbow? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Deep blue companion. Is that new? Oh, chat, I got the shoes. I have the Cinderella shoes. Also, part of me thinks that those might actually go good with my current fit. Yes! We got 2 out of 10! Let's go! And I also got this new hair. Oh, I have 1 more for the bug catching. Incredible. I really like that bug catching outfit. It's really, really cute. I like the secondary of it, though. Do you want to see it? Where do I gotta go? Evolution? Yeah. Oh, wait, you can't see it on here now, can you? Outfit preview. Here it is. Tell me that is not my aesthetic to a T, especially with the butterfly, if y'all know how I feel about butterflies in here. So, we're 1 item away from this, but this is the evolution of it? Shut up. Is it not me? The pink hair, the butterfly, the purple and blue dress. She's gorgeous. And the glasses? I also have a mighty need. And this is cute too, don't get me wrong, but like, obviously, I want the purple one. I do, I really like that. I like a couple of the other ones too. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted. Oh, not this section. So this is one of the 5-star banners. This is the one that we just got. Do you want to see the other evolutions of it? So we've got the blue, we've got the red, which I think is simply fabulous. And then look at the dark midnight blue. That's something, right? Right? This is one of the other dresses that we've got if she could just stand still for me. I love the pink. The green is gorgeous. And then the blue. And now this is the one that we're shooting for right now. This is the new purification outfit. So we've got the ice blue. We've got the royal blue. We've got the green, which I actually really like. And that hair. And then look at the red. Awesome. These are the other 4-star ones. This is the animal grooming. I love the blue one. This is giving maid, but I like it. This, fishing. Look at this evolution. Which one do I want? Of course I want this one. Give me the pinkest, cutest outfit. I'm just a girl. Sweet Jazz Nights. And then we already did the Forest Flutterling. Forest Flutterling. Yeah. I love the red. I love, love, love the red. It's so good. What am I supposed to be doing here again? Oh, I gotta go inside. That's right. That's right. Mia! Happy New Year! Happy New Year, honey. How are you doing? How's the year starting off? Like, should we turn around, go back, or like, how's it going? It's gonna be next year when we get back to the main storyline. True. For Thursday. You're right. You're not wrong. From the future. I think, is Germany just about to hit midnight? 6 hours? We got a half an hour left? Flurver. Okay, but I want to exchange the medal. I was incredibly cool with my fishing attire. Thank you. So this is how you get the crafting materials. That makes sense. Okay, but I didn't actually exchange it. I just asked how to. This, how many medals do I have? Oh, sorry, I guess I'm a liar. So I just did the Sovereign of Cool. Who's the Sovereign of Sexy? Or did I already exchange it? Chat, what happened? I didn't do the rest of these ones. I guess it did go through. Oh, it didn't pop up, that's why. The glimmering scales. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, chat. Once again, I'm just not paying attention. Why is this on? Oh, I can do a deep echo. Claim them. Oh! I didn't... I can claim any of them? I want to look at the contacts. We've got dainty yellow, the ice blue. All right, some of those are a little much for me. I'm going to get the green eyes. What's up, Artemis? Welcome on in. Happy New Year's Eve. Oh my God, the heart shine. So that's only for the 5-star outfits. For the 4-star, I'm assuming we're just going to have to craft it a second time. Right? I don't know how that works. I don't have all the pieces yet, but I just wanted to see. Ah, that's where it goes. Okay, okay. All right. Did I not craft you yet? Oh, I need a kerchief fish. I'm still missing something else. Because I already crafted the outfits, but when I go to the evolution area, I'm missing something. Like, as an example, if I want this one, I need calm thoughts. Do we know where to get calm thoughts from? I think I need calm thoughts for all of them. How cute is this one? Yeah, I need calm thoughts for all of them. I'm assuming that's just going to be later on in the game, and maybe I just haven't gotten there yet. It is endgame stuff. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Neato. Well, that's good that I've already been working towards it. I love that. Realm of Breakthrough. Oh, okay. Later in the MSQ. Okay. I could use calm thoughts. Couldn't we all? Yes. More diamonds. Good, I got more energy crystals. You'll love to see it. Am I still supposed to be here? No. Why is it still showing up on my map? Mia, hello. You spent it with your family currently around the bonfire lighting sparklers. So fun. I'm glad y'all are having a really great time together. Especially with family. Happy New Year! Funny girl. Happy New Year. Hope you have a great, great, great evening. I know, Kippa's just about to get off work too. Okay. So we finished up everything that we needed to do in this area. I met the really hot girl. We defeated her, made her cry, and quit her whole career. There's nothing else over there. We already went into this cave, right? Yeah, because I completed all this stuff in that side. Okay. Where are our side quests now? Quest available and quest available. Is that not stuff that's going to be listed on the random side? Oh my god, I still have so many! Let's go into another cavern, chat. Where is this cavern? Oh, I have not. That is way too far in. I don't even have any warp spires over here. I have not gone over this section. I don't even know what this area is. Is this still considered Breezy Meadow? That's a little too deep. That's a little too deep. Let's do one of these ones over here. She's in the Chuckle Club. Is she? She's like, you made me rethink my life choices. Then she left me. Thought we were gonna smooch or something. Just leaving a girl hanging. Oh, I have to turn around. Wait, what direction am I trying to go in? There we go. Yeah, it was gonna smooch. A little smoochy moment, you know? Now, is that a little thing that I should be catching that was on there? I kind of feel guilty for scaring it. What can you do? I'm getting distracted again. Something that does kind of irritate me, though, when they say, oh, there's a Whimstar nearby, and it's not really that nearby. Not like really. Oh, am I gonna have to bowl again? Yes! This is so fun. I love bowling. Okay, let's try this middle one. We're gonna line you up. We're gonna get a strike. Oh. Come on. Boom, baby. I like how the ball also just disappears. Oh no, it's still in here. Phew. Such nice weather. Ooh. Y'all ever feel bad about hopping on people's houses, or is that a me thing? I hope they don't ask me for repairs. Randall, the sheep has gone missing! Oh, that's terrible. Oh no, you poor thing. Well, what am I gonna do? Brush him to death? I don't get it. Go to Relic Hill. Oh, the other guy's over here too. I'm just gonna leave you there. I'm gonna also just openly ignore that mini game, whatever it is. Please don't die. Please don't die. Poor Randall. I know. Why did he go
Water
off?
ahead looks deep. Let's stop here.
Okay, I'm not even trying to go in. Momo's like, please don't drown me again. I make no promises. So if I find him, what am I gonna do? Like, just brush him? Carry him? Open up your door to me. Oh, that. I went in the other way. Jump onto the crystal blocks and... Okay. Bet. Easy. Amateur stuff. Ooh. Might not be amateur stuff. Well, we're gonna try it, chat. Gird your loins. There's a lot more this time around. Did you enjoy this one? Okay, I feel a little better. Momo just needs to get over it. I do truly want them to add fishing into the... Not fishing, swimming into the game. Not for the sake of actually going swimming, but so that we don't die from stepping into the water that goes up to our ankles. And removes a heart. This one actually isn't that bad. I feel like at a certain point, though, they're going to have to make you really think about it so that you're not doubling over areas. More intentional with your movements. Like, this one wasn't bad at all. It was just tedious. Yay! Let's go! Perfect. Is that my taco? Hi, taco. Happy New Year's Eve. How's your day going? You having a good day? Oh, he's just up here. Randall! That's not a sheep. I have to ask this man if he's seen a sheep. I don't know this guy. I don't know this guy. Now I have to be invested. It's wonderful. Hell yeah. Happy New Year's Eve. Oh, excuse me. Aww. The wharf? Could you give Rollins a heads up for me? Tell him the goods are ruined. Oh, the ones that I just stole? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Am I going towards the right one? Oh, literally here. I can just teleport. I've been so good. It's been a lovely, lovely day in chat. Truly a lovely day. No complaints here. We're just hanging out. Having a good time. We saw a cute lady in the game today. Oh, there's a chest I never opened. One of the websites that I'm going to share in our Infinity Nikki section of our Discord later has a map tracker for chess. Have I looked at it yet? A little bit, but I didn't go wild. So if you're like, Violet, I need help finding X, Y, and Z, I'll plop it in there. Rollins Henry? No? Don't be mad. You see a sheep over here? Around the dock having fun? Oh, he's living his best life! Here for a good time. Back so soon, incredibly efficient. Well, you know how I am. Meadow Bridge. Is there a spire by that? Kind of. Not a long time. At least not a long time left. Randall's sending us on a wild goose chase. I know. I know. And this whole time Randall's like, I'm just baby. I just wanted to go on a walk. I think y'all honestly overreacted. And that's not my problem. That's you problem. Is he there? I'm just seeing somebody on the bridge now. Hello, have you seen a sheep named Randall? Oh no, not inspiration. What? No, the sheep. Sure. Do I need a certain piece of something? Okay, just fresh again. Yikes. So she's asking me to inspire her to see if she remembered the sheep? Is that what I'm gathering? Ma'am, listen, I know that my memory is bad, but like this is redonkulous. Does Randall know he's a sheep, not a goose? I don't think so. I think he wants to be a goose in his new life together. Which is like so fair. But he's doing a lot to us today. And not in a great manner. Perfect! Wow, upgrading those pieces in your Eureka's really, really pay off. I finally remember that inspiration. Okay. Do you know what? But was it there? You're looking for a sheep? Yeah. Now we gotta go to the meadow activity. How long? This is goddamn quest line. Oh, we're gonna spot a sheep, go back, make some cold hard diamonds, and get on with our lives. But no! Other people are annoying me. Chat. Hannah, let's go! Glad to hear it. Oh, no. Have you seen the sheep? Our champion? Nearby bushes? What? You also have a missing sheep? Do y'all just not like animals? Oh, is that the little doohickey I need? Hold on. Oh, it's pushing it. Oh, that's the blossom beetle. Oh, that's adorable. Ma'am, this is a Chili's. We found Randall! Chat, we found Randall. How do we get him to come with us? I'm gonna brush him. He's so cute! Look at the whittle flower in his whittle hair. I love Randall. Maybe he ran away because he was dirty. Maybe they weren't bathing him enough. Do we ever think of that? Oh, cutscene? Did you give it a bath? Yeah. Oh, it was because he was dirty. I blame Arona. Present the award for Randall. Are you... What? We're giving an award to a sheep? Aren't we all just crusty little guys at the end of the day? Last incoming Rocky pick for the year. Our boy! I gotta see this through. Ah, there we are. Ask Momo to present it in sheep language. Bah. Bah, bah, bah. It's like looking into a mirror when you look at Randall, isn't it? If they keep losing. That's what I'm saying, Artemis. We gotta hold these people to higher standards. We gotta push more people off of the cliffs. In the game. Well. No. Well! Dreamy Blossom. Are those leg warmers? That's actually kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like them. I kind of like them. What's this? Can I actually... Wait a minute. Is this like an extra thing? I wanted to try and knock those over. Maybe I'm not supposed to. I'm doing a crime! Okay, bye everybody. The kid did it. Hey kid, what are you doing over there? Nobody suspected a thing. Listen, if you take one thing away from this channel, is you can always blame something on a child. They'll have to see a therapist, but you know, it's cool. It's cool. Just in the game. Wow! All right, chat. That's going to be it for us. That's it. We're done. We're donezo. I'm trying really hard not to cry. I get very emotional around New Year's Eve. It was a year. I had some really, really low points this year, but the last few months have been the best in my life in a really long time. And this chat is a big part of that. I wish for happiness and peace for all of us in 2025. I wish you to find moments of joy over the next year. I wish you to find peace within yourself and enjoy your own company in the next year. I wish you health and happiness and love. And we're jumping into it together. We're going to have each other. And we'll continue having some fun and some laughs, mostly at my expense. I care about you all very, 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 very much. Reminder that we're off tomorrow for New Year's Day, but we'll be back Thursday and Friday. So you just got one day without us, okay? We're all going to be hanging out in the Discord. So if you want to hang out later tonight or tomorrow, you're like, Violet, I'm a little lonely. I'm not really doing anything. Hop in the Discord. Hop in the Discord. We all chat. We all have a great time. I've got gaming channels for you. You want to talk more about Infinity Nikki, The Sims, etc. Like, we got you. Once again, thank you so much today for all of the sub love and support. Thank you for this whole freaking month. This whole year. I mean, my God. I'm so grateful this is my job. I'm so grateful this is my job. I don't want to leave. I'm soft. I'm soft. Are we doing Nikki cult raid? Okay, I gotta find somebody that's a good sport if that's gonna be our copy pasta. I gotta find a good sport if that's our copy pasta. There it is. Oh my God. Okay, we'll do the Nikki cult raid. If y'all don't have the emotes, use whatever emotes that y'all want. Let's go raid, shall we? I got you, mods. I got you. Yeah! All right, pals, we're gonna be raiding another pal that's a community member today. And you know them, you love them. This is our very own Star, who y'all know is one of our mods. And they're hanging out today for Project Hope Miss and doing some crafting. So let's go on over and say hey, hi, hello. Give them the old raid camp. Raid camp? Nope. Nerd camp. Nikki camp. Nikki cult. Welcome. I'm not speaking for the rest of the year. Let's say hi to Star, okay? Be good and kind to yourselves and each other. I will see you on Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Just be safe tonight if you go out and do anything. And remember that it was already a big deal for you to survive the year. And also, keep in mind that resolutions can happen any day, not just on New Year's. And finally, the winter time is a beautiful time for nature to rest. So you should also be resting too. Little changes help. You don't always have to do an overhaul for yourself because you're already amazing, okay? I love you. Happy New Year's. See you on Thursday. Bye, chat. No crying. Swear to God. Bye. Mwah, 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 mwah.